Let's get started today in downward facing dog. A few breaths to land. You can pedal out through the legs. Maybe take some pulses, chest to thigh, soft bend in the knees. So you lengthen the hips up and back. Option 2, windshield wiper the heels side to side, so tilting the heels over towards one side of the mat, then over towards the other. Beginning to wake up through the side body, the obliques. You can choose to stay here or option 2, add some spinal rolls. As you inhale, begin to shift the weight forward, keep the toes tucked. Round through the spine, draw the belly in to engage the core. As you exhale, lower your hips to a hover, melt the chest between the biceps, maybe lift your gaze. On your exhale, use your core, lift your hips, come back the way you came, downward facing dog. About 3 or 4 more breaths. You can continue with that spinal movement or anything else you need, or maybe land in stillness. If you're not already there, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg will lift. You can bend your knee, stack your hips, begin to create some movement here if you'd like, just opening up through the right side. On your exhale, we'll shift your weight forward, right knee to right elbow, three-legged plank. Stay here or add a little kick by straightening the right leg, kick it out. 2 more times if you'd like, we'll kick. Last time, kick that right leg out long. Inhale, sweep that right leg back, three-legged dog. Dragon twist, right foot between the hands. Left hand plants down, inhale, right arm opens up, maybe lift your gaze. You can stay here or add a sweeping motion with the arm. As you exhale, square your chest back down towards the mat. Sweep that arm down towards the mat, maybe across the chest, reaching right fingers over towards the left side. As you inhale, you can sweep the arm back overhead, maybe lift your gaze. A few more just like that. Exhale, sweep that arm down and across. Inhale, lengthen back up. One more time, exhale. Inhale, sweep the right arm up overhead. Extended side angle. Plant the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Pivot the left heel flat as you open the chest over towards the left side. Left arm can extend up overhead or maybe create some circles here with the arm as you sweep that left arm behind you. And then creating some circles overhead. A few more breaths here in that movement if it feels good in the shoulder. You can stay here or maybe finding stillness. Extra core challenge, maybe extending that left arm up overhead, bicep by the ear. You can extend that right arm up overhead as well. Or option for half bind or full bind. Wherever you are, see if you can draw that left shoulder over right. Create a little more space across the collarbone. 2 more breaths. One more full breath in. And stay for the exhale. Skandasana over towards the left. You can walk the hands over towards the left side or maybe hands to prayer. Option to come down halfway or maybe all the way. Hands can come to prayer, maybe open up the arms. Option to explore bind on this side. About 2 or 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, lizard to the left. Plant the hands on the inside of the left foot. Lift your heels, pivot the toes. You can heel toe the left foot out a little wider. Left knee stacked up over left ankle. Option to create little movement by pointing and flexing the right foot as you shift the weight forward and back, getting a little deeper into the hips. And then maybe finding stillness. You can also walk the hands forward for a little more active lizard, but as an option to go a little deeper. About 3 or 4 more breaths. If you're not already there, we'll walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Step that left leg back, high plank. You can stay here, option for a double chaturanga. Hug the elbows in close towards the ribs. As you exhale, lower down, low plank. Press back up, high plank. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Full breath in. Full breath out. This time, inhale, left leg will lift. You can bend your knees, stack your hips, maybe some movement to open up through the left side this time. You can stay here, or we'll shift our weight forward, left knee to left elbow, three-legged plank. Hold here or add that kick by kicking that left leg out. 2 more times, exhale, kick. Last time, kick. Inhale, sweep the left leg back. Dragon twist, left foot between the hands. Right hand roots down, left arm opens up on the inhale. You can choose to stay here or add that sweeping motion as you exhale. Turn your chest down towards the mat. Sweep that left arm over in front and then maybe across the body. As you inhale, open up, dragon twist, maybe lift your gaze. 2 more times, exhale, sweep that arm down. Inhale, open up. Last time, exhale. Inhale, left arm extends up overhead, maybe lift your gaze. Extended side angle, left hand plants to the inside of the left foot. Pivot the right heel down as you open the chest over towards the right. Right arm can extend up overhead, maybe going straight into those circles as you reach the right fingers towards the right foot, and then circle it down towards the mat, then up overhead. And continuing with those circles if you'd like, if it feels good in the shoulders. You can choose to stay in this movement, maybe find stillness. Option again to bring that right bicep by the ear, extend the arm forward. Maybe left arm begins to lift. Option to explore half bind or full bind if you'd like. About 2 or 3 more breaths. See if you can become a little lighter on that left shoulder. Draw your right shoulder back, maybe lift your gaze, and then really squeeze through that left oblique. 1 more full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Skandasana over towards the right. Release the hands. You can release them down towards the mat, or maybe hands to prayer as you shift the weight over towards the right side. Option to come down halfway, maybe all the way. You have the option again to keep the hands grounded, hands to prayer, maybe open up the arms or explore bind. About 2 more breaths. When you feel ready, lizard lunge. Plant the hands, pivot the toes, heel toe that right foot out wide. Right knee stacked up over right ankle. Maybe point and flex the left toes to shift the weight forward and back. You have the option to walk the hands forward to deepen, but stay active in the lizard. About 3 or 4 more breaths. If you're not already there, we'll walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Step that right foot back, high plank. Option to stay here or double chaturanga as you exhale, squeeze the elbows in tight, come down, low plank. Press back up, high plank. Exhale, come down, low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Dolphin pose, lower the forearms down. Soft bend in the knees, maybe walk the feet in a little closer. A few breaths here. Can you press the floor away, shoulders away from ears? And lengthen the hips up and back. Full breath in. Full breath out. 1 more inhale. On your exhale, we'll lower all the way down to the belly. We'll meet in Sphinx pose. You can draw your chin in towards your chest, maybe rock ear from shoulder to shoulder, any little movements that you need here through the neck. Eventually, we'll meet in child's pose. Send your hips back, maybe close the eyes. Stay here as long as you need. We'll end our class with a single breath. All together, we'll take a full breath in and empty the breath out. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you today, and I hope to be with you next time you're on your mat.